All right, Kenman here. And today, once again, we travel deep through the treacherous land of Amazonia, seeking slicey treasures. What have we discovered today? Let's find out. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I purchased everything at retail price, and I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. All right, so the old wonderful Amazon bag that I have so many of in my collection. What is inside there today? Ooh, it's hidden, it's hidden. Bag on the floor. That's fun. We don't get to see what it is quite yet. Anyone have any guesses? All right. We are going to be looking at a Demco. What? How about that? I currently have one Demco. That's probably one of the favorite knives in my collection. And yeah, we got another one today. This one's a little different though than what it might appear. Because, yeah, you're just looking, okay, yeah, standard pocket knife, but that is not the case. Why don't we stop fooling around? Nice little cuts. Boom. And we are in. It's a fixed blade. In this little box? What? Look at it, the tiniest fixed blade. I saw this, it looked fun, and yeah, had to jump on it. It was actually in, I had seen it? Sure, I saw it somewhere and thought it looked kind of interesting, and then, what was it? I think, Tri-State had a video. If you haven't seen any videos from Tri-State, very informative, very exciting, interesting, fun videos. Go check them out. But he had done one recently where he got one, and it kind of sealed the deal. So I went and looked, and they were like sold out. Then I had to look around a couple places and found one, and here we are. And now we're going to open it. And oh my God, it's so small. Kenman, you like big knives. I like all knives. I want a little bit of everything in my collection. I prefer bigger folding knives, but I also like fixed blades. I also like smaller knives. Why don't we just get this thing out? This is the Demko Armiger 2. Wow. It is so much smaller in person. Usually it's like, I'm so excited. The knife is bigger than I thought it was going to be. Well, this one is definitely smaller than I thought it was going to. Let's do a little oil on there. Let's wipe this off. Get it nice and clean. A little oil right out of the box. Totally normal. The Armiger 2 fixed blade by Demco. Let's get in close here. Out of focus. There you go. It's got that shark foot blade shape, which is cool. I actually wish my other Demco, I'd like to get one with that blade shape, although I got a clip point on there and I actually really like that, so I'm not mad about it. I just want another one. But that shark foot blade kind of shape design, it's cool. I like that. It's neat. These do come in several different blade shape and styles, and that was the one I liked the most. It is a full tang, so that blade does have a chunk of metal that goes all the way through this handle, which is great. Gives it that extra rigid power that you're going to need when you're using a monster beefy knife such as this. Oh, look at that. It's like a 2-finger. My third finger falls off. It's fun. This is fun. Got to get some fun ones once in a while. Okay, it's a thermoplastic kind of handle. kind of that rubbery kind of feel. It doesn't really move. Maybe right here you can see if I push, it might have just the tiniest little bit of flex to it, but it's pretty stiff. There is jumps all the way across that handle there. Oop, popping in and out of focus. Those feel nice if you were to be grabbing it back like this. It's, wow, it's so small. Yeah, obviously came with this Kydex sheath. It appears that you can use it either way, which is cool because sometimes you got a sheath and it only goes in one way. If you were like left side carry versus right side carry or different carries, you know, when you take it out, it would be this way, or you'd be forced to, it'd be this way. So having it go either direction, I mean, this is so small. It's like a neck knife or a keychain. Really not that big. That's great. But yeah, it's nice that you can just drop it in that sheath either direction. Makes it just a little bit easier. Let's check the centering. Looks like it's centered. Oh, those jumps are cool though. No jumps on the blade itself if you need to kind of get up over the top. I mean, if you wanted to carry this around in open boxes though, it doesn't feel too awkward in the hand. You can kind of hold it several different ways. You can get some good action out of this. Some people might like this or have it as like a neck knife or something and use this as their daily carry. I definitely like a folding knife personally, but this is neat. Very cool. Okay, started doing more measurements. We'll do some comparisons in a second, but we'll start off, bring down the ruler here. Holy cow. Wow. Tip to tip, 4.5 inches at most. Let's zoom in on that real quick. Boom. Got to get zoomed. It's so little. 4.5 total. That blade is just shy, or it could be called 2-inch. Just under 2 inches. Yep, just about 2 and 2. About split the difference there. Thickness. Almost a 1/2 inch. A little bit more than a 1/2 inch thick at the widest point right there. Alright, let's see if I can zoom back out here. And in my hand is a, we'll do the old Kenman. I'm an 11-inch span right there, a larger hand span. So the smaller knives, as you can see, I can two-finger. I can get that third in there, but it's kind of bunched up. It feels good though. I could do stuff with this. I got the scale. We'll see how much this light little thing weighs. Let me get it so you can see that. Got it in ounces. Less than 1 ounce. 0.86. Pyrite, for example, 3.6. So this thing is not heavy, not big. I compare everything with the Pyrite. It's a kind of a standard mid-sized knife that everyone is familiar with. If you're not, it's a really nice CJRB button lock. Check it out. I do laser marking. Bing, check that out there. What do you guys think? Made it look like a lightning gas station knife. But this Armiger 2 is barely longer than the Pyrite is when it's closed. Look at that. Tiny little thing. Like I said, I didn't think it was that small. It's funny. Some of the more recent ones I got, I didn't realize they were that big. This one. Okay, the Demco 80-20.5 is the other knife that I have. It's got the shark lock on it. Oops. I can fail that. It's a very nice ambidextrous knife that I'm having issues with right now, of course. I can do that very well when I'm filming. But yeah, that shark lock on the back there, it's got a really kind of clicky sound. It's got some great action to it. It's just a fun knife. I would like to get a version of this with a titanium handle, the bigger collar that is actually the full size of that pivot is larger, and then get it with the shark's foot blade. Be a cool look. not always or rarely available, so it's kind of on the wish list for when I happen to have an extra $600 and it happens to be available. But we'll see if either of those coincide with each other. But yeah, this actually, let me close this. I can practically hide that whole Armiger underneath the 80-25. And this isn't a huge knife. It's a great knife, but it's not huge. But okay, we're not looking at those today. We're looking at these. Let's do maybe a fixed blade comparison, right? One of my favorite fixed blades. I've got the nice US made Buck 119. Completely hidden, right? Gotta go crazy, you know. What else can I bring out here? I got a standard Mora, right? Not too bad. Moras are great. I got a few of them. If you're not familiar, they're inexpensive Swedish blades. They are great little camping knives if you want to do some little whittling or work or stuff around the camp. And they're fun. These are like $12, $15 for these. I've got one, the Cans ball is a little bit more expensive, but it's a longer, bigger knife. A little bit more heavy duty work. You want to do some heavy duty work? What's everyone know about that one right there? Huh? Anyone familiar with this blue one right here? Well, my first video unboxing I did with that one. Yeah, this has a steel core. And it is dishwasher safe. Why would you need a steel core and dishwasher safe rubbery looking? Oh, it's a poop knife. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the original poop knife. Still in mint condition. Haven't needed it yet. Anyway, yeah. I do have a few fixed blades. Like I said, most of the time I get folding knives a little bit more, but I love all knives. Stuff that's sharp. Cool. This has also got that Demco blade shape that just looks neat, and I wanted to have one. They're a fun little extra thing to have in the collection. Got that nice click, it's solid. You could put that, like I said, hanging off your neck, hanging off your keys, and you got this nice little thing you could do some work, open some packages with. Anybody else get one of these? Maybe they have another couple. What is it? The Armiger 4. It's bigger, obviously. But I'm going to look into it. Maybe get a couple more of these. It's fun. Maybe give a couple of them away. Like to have one of these in the collection, right? It's fun. That's going to be it for today. Let's get it nice and large. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Helps me out. I really appreciate it. Got a lot of unboxings, customizations, dyes, anodizing, laser marking. A lot of fun stuff coming up. Stay sharp. See you soon.